Dad, what do you say? We're looking for something to do.
Let's do that. How about another song?
This is not an original, but this is one that I would hear all the time.
Hickory Vaught here with us on the Homegrown Radio Hour.
This is an old, I believe this is just an old standard tune. I don't know who did it. Shackles and Chains. My dad used to like to hear Mac Wiseman sing it. I would never try to copy Mac Wiseman. There's a real good friend of mine who's struggling with a little bit of trouble in the hospital at the VA. He sings this song all the time, too. It's for you, Jim. Come on and pick with us real soon. On a long, lonesome journey I'm going. Oh, darling, no, please don't you cry. For in shackles and chains they will take me to a prison to stay till I die. And at night through the bars I will gaze at the stars and long for your kisses in vain. A piece of stone I will use for my pillow while I'm sleeping in shackles and chains. Put your arms through these bars once, my darling. Let me feel those sweet lips I love best. For in my sorrow you're my heart's consolation and my divine in love of bliss. And at night through the bars I will gaze at the stars and long for your kisses in vain. A piece of stone I will use for my pillow while I'm sleeping in shackles and chains. Yes, while I'm sleeping in shackles and chains.
Yeah, Hickory Vaught here with us on the Homegrown Radio Hour live on CrescentHillRadio.com. Yeah, Shackles and Chains. That's a old standard. Gosh, that's been around a long time. It's probably in the public domain. So many people have done it, and
that's why we put it on our records.
I don't have any idea who wrote that. Do you? Probably somebody like Maybelle or somebody before that. It's an old song. Yeah, you were playing around here in the studio warming up a little while ago with the old George Jones tune I hadn't heard in years and years. And
I just don't know that song. I was hoping that you guys knew it.
Yeah, well, we sure are going to miss George Jones, who passed away earlier in the week. I was lucky enough to get to see him play with Tammy Wynette when I was a kid. And,
I believe I saw him several times when I was a youngster. I think the most memorable show was one time when he come rolling through the Little Nashville Opry up around Brown County.
Yeah, Brown County, I do. Yeah, that was a nice venue.
Hell, I might even have seen him at the old, I don't know if it was the Pine Ridge. Oh, Shepherdsville. I think, did he come through Shepherdsville? Surely he had to have come through Shepherdsville.
Probably. I think.
I mean, sometime in the life of that place, he had to.
Yeah, I'm sure he has. I saw him at the fairgrounds.
I know his picture was on the wall.
I saw him. It was a free concert. And I took my grandmother because she loved him, and and Tammy Wynette sang D-I-V-O-R-C-E.
The song I always liked, I never heard a lot of people sing, was that, what is that saying? Take me to Siberia.
Oh, yeah.
In your coldest of the wintertime.
Boy.
It would be like spring in California. as long as you're by my side. That's the stuff. I can hear that. I can hear that right now in a green Granada.
The classics.
4 doors in the back seat.
The classics.
Good stuff.
Hickory, where can people get your music? I know you have one record out. Is that available on the market?
Well, it is available, and the market's right out of the back of my car. You can swing down here real quick. We'll be here for about another 30 minutes. Or you can catch us at a show, in and out. We got a website, hickory.com. There's a little bit of it up there. It's kind of up and coming. I don't know much about. I'm pretty ignorant about the website stuff, so I got a guy helping me out, and hopefully you'll be able to pick it up there. And like I said, always get out and support your local entertainment. There's plenty of it, and it's good stuff. So
absolutely, and we'll be getting that on the playlist here directly. Folks can check you out live every Thursday night at Blue down at the Downtown Marriott, and again, your Bourbon and Bluegrass show with Bernie Lubbers. Is that an ongoing thing down there at the whiskey bar, at the Haymarket Whiskey Bar?
Boy, wouldn't that be wonderful? We've done a show there for some folks that from Mint Julep Tours, and we do a few things for them. It's a show that's priced for all young and old, and we'd love to work with anyone that would like to have a show or host a show. The history of bourbon is told through bluegrass music. It's a pretty good, informative a show. It's a great tasting. It's a five. I don't want to say bourbon tasting, but a 5 whiskey tasting, from corn to some of the finer small batch bourbons of today. And,
so you guys supply the tasting materials and all that. It's a whole package deal.
Yeah. Just get a hold of me or Bernie Lubbers, and we can do that.
Yeah, and you've got a Facebook page and a MySpace page, and email is...
Is there still a MySpace page out there?
I have no... there is. I saw your MySpace page.
Are the video cameras on, by the way?
They are. I think so. Kelly? Yes, they are. But yeah. Check out Hickory on online on Facebook's probably the best place.
I think it's the best place for now until the website comes up. We're struggling musicians,
Yeah, and you can always catch them every dang Thursday night at 9 o'clock at Downtown Marriott at Blue. And that has been going on down there for 8 years.
Close to it, I think so.
There's no reason to miss a show down there if you can get a free Thursday night.
It's always a good time. Anytime you can pair bourbon
and there's
bluegrass
no cover
together. Oh, there's no cover.
Yeah, no cover.
Sometimes you might be able to see Alan or Matt or Michael or... you just never know. Steve Cooley stopped by a few times, and all the gang.
Yeah, and if anybody out there wants to do a little bourbon and bluegrass show and history of bourbon and get to taste it too, Derby Week's the perfect time to do it. Give Hickory a shout. And if you want to reach him, you can email me at Christy@CrescentHillRadio.com, and I'll put you all in touch. We've got one or two more. We've got time for one or two more songs, if you can do that for us.
Perfect. I'll do just a little instrumental song that I wrote. We'll stick with the original theme.
More original music by Hickory Vaught here on the Homegrown Radio Hour, live on CrescentHillRadio.com. Hickory is an amazing musician. You can catch him every Thursday night down at Blue at the Downtown Marriott. That show starts at 9 o'clock, and he's, you know, he hangs around with some of the best pickers in the area, so you never know who you're going to catch down there at Blue playing with Hickory. Last time I went, like I mentioned earlier, Michael Cleveland and a bunch of other great musicians were down there, that dobro player and guitar player, the upright bass player who lives up in, he lives up in Cincinnati. So he drives down every Thursday, so you know it's got to be a good show for somebody to do that.
You know, you can catch that show tomorrow.
That's right, tomorrow.
Not only at 6 or at 9 o'clock, but at 5 o'clock at the Marriott East. Also, we're playing from 5 to 8 there with our good buddy Barry King on guitar, which will be a good time. Always good to hang out with Barry. Great guitar player, singer, entertainer. Used to play back in the day with Charlie Daniels and just everybody who's anybody. It's good stuff. And then from there we'll be at the Blue for a normal 9 to 12 show, and then we'll be at the Marriott downtown on Friday for a welcoming show, kind of in the lobby, a la carte, or as I would like to say, mariachi style, in the lobby from 6 to 9 or close to that, and then we'll do our regular show from 9 to midnight on Friday. Oh, it's 9.
You know, it's a shame that every hotel in the region doesn't have a mariachi style bluegrass band in the lobby welcoming folks in. I mean, really. What's it all about? If we were in Mexico or Tijuana, there'd be a mariachi band on every street corner. What's wrong with this place?
Well, they're starting to get it together. You know, they really are.
I'm just teasing.
And thanks to them for having us to do that.
Yes, that's awesome. And again, you are listening to Hickory Vaught and his amazing guitar picking and mando picking. We've got time for one more song, Hickory, before we say goodnight to you and wrap up the show.
Perfect. One of my all-time favorites. Happy birthday, Willie. Call it a night. The party's over, and it's time for all good things to end. Call it a night. The party's over, and tomorrow we'll start the same old thing again. What a crazy, crazy party. Never seen so many people laughing, dancing. Look at you, you're having fun. And look at me, I'm almost crying. But that won't keep your love from dying. 'Cause for me, jealousy, the party's over. Call it a night. The party's over. It's time for all good things to end. Call it a night. The party's over, and tomorrow we'll start the same old thing again. 'Cause tomorrow we'll start the same old thing again.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, the bell. Come on, bell. Thank you, Hickory, so much for coming on the Homegrown Radio Hour.